You hear protective styles like mini twists, mini braids. Have you ever wondered where you're protecting your hair from? You're protecting your hair from you. You're protecting your hair from your meddling hands. Hi and welcome back to my channel. Please don't mind this picture. This video is going to be how I got my hair from this to this and also to this. This is also going to be a video of me taking down my mini twists, kind of like a combo video. So let's just start. So I'm giving an overview of the 5-week mini twist, and I know it probably doesn't look it because I redid it as a 3-week mark. I wanted to look fresh and presentable in time for my second and final semester in school. So I started by taking the mini twist down first by spraying water on the strand and then by applying leave-in conditioner on it. This process was like a game changer because before, when I did not really care about my hair, I just used to tug out my hair and I thought water was enough. Water is definitely not enough. If you have something like flaxseed gel or a detangler, it will be very good if you can take like your twist down with it. Then after I did that for a very good section, I went ahead, detangled that section and put that section into chunky big mini twist, and this is to prevent the hair from matting up and getting tangled so that I don't have to do the detangling process over again. When I just take the twist out, my hair is ready for my next protective style or is ready for washing or whatever I want to do. I don't have to come and start re-detangling it all over again. So that's what I did. So yeah, all this brings me to my first tip. Hair growth oils won't give you long hair. They might help, they might boost your hair growth, but there is no magical product. If you're not patient and you don't do the right things for your hair, your growth will be stunted and slow. If you don't massage your scalp to stimulate blood flow, if you don't have a solid moisture routine, I'm going to come back to that. If you don't have patience, if you are not patient enough for your fussy hair, our hair is like an egg, even more fragile than an egg. It needs a lot of care. So if you don't have that kind of patience to care for your hair, your growth will be stunted. I used to be the very, very impatient and lazy natural. I used to talk on my hair. I used to think that just water was enough for my hair. Oh my days. I used to lose hair faster than it was growing. And that's why we think our hair is not growing. Everybody's hair grows. Every single body's hair grows. But why we think that our hair is not growing is because we are losing hair faster than it is growing. And the reason why most of us lose hair is not just because of shedding, it's because of the way we take care of it, or rather because of the way we do not take care of it. So yeah, that's my first tip. Now back to that moisture I was talking about. Moisture is the real key to length retention in fussy hair. Dry hair breaks. Hydrated hair thrives. Water, deep conditioning, and sealing are very non-negotiable. When I was thinking that water was just enough for our hair, water is not a moisturizer. It's going to help like to open up our hair to receive the moisture, and oil is also not enough. Oil is the one that is going to seal the moisture. We need conditioners, leave-in conditioners. We need deep conditioners. We need creams for our hair. Now, personally for me, when my hair is in a protective style, I moisturize my hair every 3 to 4 days or as needed. It could be shorter than that, it could be longer than that. There is no hard and fast rule for when your hair needs moisture. Listen to your hair. So when I want to moisturize my hair when it's in protective style, I use the LCO method. That is, I use water first, then leave-in conditioner, then cream, and then I seal all that with an oil. All my products are from Hair Wonder by El Glitters. Speaking of protective styles, you've probably heard of protective styles. You definitely heard of protective styles like mini twists, mini braids, and for some people cornrows. Me, I personally prefer mini twists because my hair retains moisture more on them and they're faster to install and take down. I've heard some people experience serious tangles on twists, but that has not been my experience. But speaking of protective styles aren't always protective. Tight braids, excessive tension, and neglecting your hair under wigs can cause more harm than good. When I say that you're protecting your hair from yourself, it doesn't mean that you should now neglect your hair. Neglecting your hair is an atrocity, basically. When your hair is in a protective style, you still ought to go ahead with your schedule. Like I mentioned earlier, moisturizing your hair while it is in a protective style and washing your hair every 2 to 3 weeks or as needed. I'm going to upload a wash day routine soon, but basically, you need to be cleansing your hair so that all the products you use on your hair do not clog your scalp and they actually work on your hair. Also, another very important point, I don't think synthetic hair is a protective style because the hair is literally plastic and it can literally break your hair. This is not me preaching against synthetic braiding hair. I love to braid my hair. I braid my hair every now and then, but I have not braided my hair in over a year now. But I'm still going to get braids in the future. But what I am preaching against is thinking that it is a protective style. I don't think it's a protective style. And even when you're in braids, I think that you should still care for your hair how you would normally. Now, this brings me to the health of your hair. People usually prioritize length retention and all, and it's good to prioritize length retention, but it's also good to look at the health of your hair. Your hair's health matters, I want to say, even more than the length of your hair. Long hair is great, but if your hair is strong, thick, and healthy, that's literally the ultimate goal. And that brings me to the fact that trims are necessary. It's a necessity. It is not an option. If you are holding on to split ends and hair that is broken, it will only cause your hair to split more and break more, and it will cause your hair to be weaker. And it's just an endless loop. You can see I just cut off some hair that just like tangled together. I just have to cut it off instead of holding on to it for dear life. A small trim now and then prevents major breakage, and also there should not be like a specific time frame for trimming your hair. There's no hard and fast rule to it. You hear some people saying, I trim it every 3 months. You must not trim your hair every 3 months. If you trimmed your hair 3 months ago and you see now that your hair does not need a trim, then why do so? Maybe after installing like mini braids or mini twists, you can dust the ends of your hair. Not trimming, just dusting the ends of your hair. That's just trimming. You don't need to come and do a big trim every 3 months. No, just listen to your hair. Like all I have said like recently, listen to your hair, listen to what your body wants. And that also brings me to the fact that everybody's natural hair journey is different. Don't be looking at other people's hair. Some people can come and say, I've been growing my hair for just 2 months and now it's already on my bum bum. Don't look at them. Oh. Everybody's journey is different. Stop comparing your hair to others. And this is even in general life self, but let me just focus on your hair. Comparing your hair to others only leads to frustration, and you just be wondering, when will my time come? When my time come? Your time will come. You're just not noticing it because you are busy looking at other people. Focus on what works for you. Listen to yourself. Listen to what your hair wants. If someone says okra gel works for them in detangling their hair, and you try it and it does not work for you, you must not listen to them. Because me, I tried okra gel and I didn't really love it. It was basically, I think it was too drying. But that's just an example. Now, this one is for the DIY girlies, and not just the DIY girlies, like those of us that like to experiment with products. I know I am that girl. Now, not all DIYs and not all natural products are actually good for your hair. Some ingredients they may be very amazing, but like if there's no right balance, they can be too harsh or too drying. I'm all for trial and error, but once you notice that your hair doesn't love something, because your hair is a very petulant child, it is going to tell you if it doesn't love something. So once you notice that your hair is reacting to something, you should find out what it is and immediately remove it from your routine so that your hair will thrive as it should. The next tip I'm about to tell you is like the oga pata pata of all the tips I have mentioned before. Is like the most important. It's important to know that like simple routines work the best. The fewer steps you have, the easier it is to stay consistent and see results. If you just started your natural hair journey and you're already going to overwhelm yourself, getting clarifying shampoo, moisturizing shampoo, a deep conditioner, a rinse out conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, hair oil, a protein mask, Ayurvedic hair butter, Ayurvedic hair oil, you're going to overwhelm yourself. So just while all those things are good and important, it's just better to start small and incorporate more things into your routine when you feel like you and your hair can handle it. For me now, personally, I'm like refining myself, like refining my natural hair. The only things I have, my go-to in my routine for now, I just have a clarifying shampoo, moisturizing shampoo, a deep conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, cream, and oil. That's all for now. Then when I have the resources to expand, I definitely will. But I can see that my hair has been loving what I have been doing on it recently, and I'm going to continue. And I know it will love if I add more, but I just have to be patient. Wow, see how long my hair is. Oh, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Long and healthy. Please, 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 give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up for my hair. Wow. Okay, I was not gentle in this one, but I was already getting tired. You see why I said that you should not do your hair when you're tired? Once you see you're tired, just leave it. I wish I even took my own advice because I was doing my hair. I literally had school the next day and I was doing this hair now. Please. So that's all the tips I have for caring for your hair for now. Whoa, look at this curl. My hair is beautiful. But that's all the tips I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. But I have some other things to share with you. Look at my curls. Okay, let me focus. This video is going to return to the taking down of my 5-week-old mini twist, and wow, I retained a lot of length. I could see it in my hair, and this was me when I was taking down the last and final one. Look at how long my hair was. Like, it just slipped out. It literally just slipped out, and it was so easy for me because of the way I have been taking care of my hair. It was not as easy like this time last year. I just recently started taking care of my hair very well, and I have seen a lot of progress. So I'm so thankful for that. The last one. So this was me checking out the length I had. I was being so silly with it, and I was just checking it. Wow, it's going under my chin now. And I just, like I said earlier, I detackled that section of my hair and I put it in large chunky twist. I was flexing the hair. I'm really proud of myself. So I put it in twist like I did the rest of the hair. And yeah, this is the result of the hair. And this is the amount of hair I lost. Like, I used to do so much more. Yeah, this is like the result of the hair is full scope, like taken down and properly detangled. Now, I mentioned earlier that you may use a detangler if you have one. I didn't use it because it is supposed to be rinsed out. I didn't intend to rinse it out. That's why I just used leave-in conditioner and water. But this is me when I finally used it, and see how it just slipped out. This is the result of full detangling. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me if you enjoyed it.